Fantastic Four. I think that's close enough to the song. We review Fantastic Four First Steps. This is the fourth live action film in the Fantastic Four family being made, and it is the best by far. Now, the original Corman version is always a lot of fun for what it is, but it is a bad movie objectively. But it did give us Dr. Doom in a much more recognizable way. And then, of course, we got the follow-ups, which were the Fox Fantastic Four films, which were fine. They were fun. They were good. I don't think they captured the essence of Fantastic Four and who they were like this movie did. Fantastic Four First Steps follows the Fantastic Four. They're already in it. They're already working. Everybody knows them, been around for a while. Of course, the story's the same. This is a very traditional movie that pays such respect to Jack Kirby, which means the world to me as a fan. I love Jack Kirby's work, and most of his work and what he created inspired me and what I do creatively. I'm a big comic book guy. For anybody who's not aware of that, I collect. I love comic books. That's what got me started in all this world of creativity and pop culture and all of those things. Superman coming out 2 weeks ago was like a mind explosion for me because that's my Superman now. That's the best Superman movie I've ever seen. I love it, and that is Superman to a T from the comic books and from the animated series, which I loved. Now, why do I say that? Because Fantastic Four is the first step in Marvel that I think is getting to a more hopeful nature. God, I hope it is. That's what this movie is. Now, are there things? Is there dread? Is there thrills to this? Sure. But it feels hopeful. This feels like a family that's really coming together, working together well. They're already in it. And there's no like bickering. Nobody's there for, just to kind of look good or there for laughs, kind of like what Chris Evans' Human Torch was. Jessica Alba was almost there just for sex appeal. And they don't understand that Sue Storm is the strongest of the Fantastic Four and also the best diplomat. She handles most of everything when they're talking. Reed Richards, not always the greatest of guys. Pedro Pascal plays that really well. I have to say, Evan Moss, who plays the Thing, looks great, sounds great, does it perfectly. This is the Thing that I want to see interact in the Marvel Universe. And I thank God they picked him to do it. I love him on The Bear, and I think he's great in this. He's going to, another one that, keep him going. He's going to give us great performances. Of course, oh my God, Johnny was so fantastic. I'm the actor's name is I'm missing the actor's name at the moment, but I loved him as Eddie on Stranger Things, and he pops up here and there, and he's just always been a lot of fun, and he's a fantastic actor. Vanessa Kirby deserves all the respect in the world for this movie. She is terrific, not just as Sue Storm, but as a force of nature holding this together. The whole thing and the battle at the end and what she does and shows her power is amazing. I love, and they brought Franklin in, Herbie's there, Galactus in his true form, and I love it. We had the Silver Surfer, which was one of my favorites reading as a kid. I didn't Shala Ball, I didn't really read, but I love the Silver Surfer concept. The whole movie pays really good homage. This is the type of world in the 60s that you want to see, and it feels good, and it feels familiar to what the comic books were and what this family was in the time. So I absolutely was blown away by this. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. It does not hold up to me like Superman. I don't think there are things about it that it just needs to break away from if it wants to be something a little bit different. It still feels very Marvel at times, and tying it in and seeing where it goes forward, I hope they keep within the same tone, but I'm not that optimistic that Marvel will do that. I hope they do, though. Now, Paul, I've spoken a lot. What did you think about Fantastic Four?
So I'm not a big comic book guy, so I never read comic books or anything like that, so I don't have ties like that. So I'm going to say something that's going to upset you. The Miles Teller Fantastic Four was probably my favorite one so far. Until this one. This one's runner-up. Yeah, don't squint your eyes and shake your head at me. I'm just being honest, setting a preference so you guys know.
I forgot that one existed. That's why I didn't talk about it.
That's my
I needed to not talk about that movie.
But I love that era, the 60s era. Like, that's probably almost my go-to music era anyway. I love everything, the feel about it, the whole family element. I thought they did a fantastic job. All the actors performed good. I enjoyed watching them like grow together and going through stuff as family and just seeing how they all played out. This made me hopeful for Marvel movies, but it's also setting me up knowing that I feel like they're probably going to absolutely marvel it up for the second one that they had. But as far as this one's concerned, I thought it was great. I think it's absolutely worth a watch. I think you'll enjoy it. I do agree with you. I do think Superman was the better one that's come out recently. But yeah, I'd say absolutely see this. You know, I was kind of worried with some of this all-star cast in my mind that somebody might outshine or try, you know, just be everyone fighting for screen time and it'd show. But nah, it seemed like everyone played their role and they played it great. It's a lot of fun. Absolutely go see it. The action was solid and the story was good. Yeah,
definitely worth seeing on the big screen. Is that it's cinematic in that way, but it just, I think the thing for me is, yes, I can see, I don't know where this Fantastic Four fits into Marvel unless they make changes to Marvel, which I know is the point of Secret Wars. But right now, seeing this Fantastic Four show up in Doomsday, I'm wondering how that's going to fit and how that's going to work. So we'll see how it plays out. Overall, though, I think it's a good movie. A lot of fun to check out. Check it out on the big screen. They get almost every bit of it right. But there's just some things to me where kind of they got out of touch with plot a few times, and they pushed some things in the movie in terms of like visual effects, stuff like that, to kind of build up on the lore of the family. There, I was like, I don't know that we need this. It seemed more like, you know, some extra bits here and there that just didn't really fit within. So like timing and pacing and such was a little choppy at times, but good movie though. Very good movie. I really enjoyed it. So go check it out, like Paul says. Now we're going to get to our